So it seems like Microsoft is finally done with convincing players to switch to their ecosystem, such as the Series S and the Series X in 2025. Yet there are still some reason why some of us should still look into the Series S. I focus here on a specific type of gamer. And that's the plug and play gamer who sits on the couch and just wants to plug in a console and dive into some games. There are some other options. Netflix is offering a game solution right now. There is Amazon has something like this. I forgot the name right now. It doesn't matter. Um, and of course, there is the big old Game Pass, which I am currently subscribing to as well, because for me it offers a lot of different kind of games which I would like to play. I usually don't play on the go because I think the to-go solution from Microsoft still is in 2025 is still lacking of some bitrate issues here and there, and I haven't seen anything else which led me think to switch again to like mobile gaming and using the Game Pass solution. So, but back to the specific gamer I mentioned earlier, the plug and play gamer. We all know, and I can see some comments, if some comments appear, that someone says it's PC. PC is the best platform ever, and you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. PC is if you want to like get the most out of your game, such as graphics and I don't know, like whatever you name it. Um, then PC definitely is the way to go. Yet there are some gamers like me who don't have a PC. Well, not right now. I had one when I was younger, but then I started working full time jobs and I didn't have as much time to play, and I couldn't keep up with the games when the new game came out. It almost felt like 15 years back or something. It almost felt like that I had to get a new graphics card or a new RAM or a new CPU or something every time I want to start a new game, which was a new release. So I switched to console. Never looked back, yet sometimes I think about it. Like getting a PC again. Now I can afford it. I can afford a powerful PC, which has the newest shit in there. Yet I still don't want that. But the Series S is something special. It's something unique entirely. First of all, it's small. It's from my neighbor, from my best friend. And I see it in his shelf, and it's so tiny. It's like literally, it's super tiny. I play with him every once in a while. Every once in a while, I do have to say. I own an Xbox Series X, but he has the Series S same day as I got it. It's like when they were released around September, a couple of years back. But he still is playing on the Series S, and it is really really good. It's a really good system. It offers you the newest games, maybe not on the highest end graphics, but you know what? The Series S doesn't that either. That's not high end whatever. It's a console. It's not that we can push it to its limits like we could with the PC. It's just not happening. And it's also not happening with the PS5 or a PS5 Pro. It doesn't work like this. And it doesn't matter because it's a plug and play machine. You know, you plug it and you want to play it. And if you're done, you're done. And if you don't want to play for 3 months, then you know what? You don't miss out on any, I don't know, like specific hardware upgrade, which would have been better to play the next gen super duper game. The games are optimized for the console itself, and I'm talking about Xbox and PlayStation, and of course Nintendo. They have their games and they optimize it for their machines. You can tweak your settings better with the PC, yes. But like I said, this is not the gamer I want to talk about. But now the most valuable point about the Series S is the price point. You don't even have to buy your own games. You get the Game Pass for like, it's in Germany, it's 18 euros a month, which is okay. They shouldn't go above the 20, I think. You get a bunch of games, a bunch of variety of those games. You don't own the games, of course you don't. But if you have Netflix, you don't own Netflix or the movies in there or the series you're gonna watch. You just watch it, and yeah, but it's not your own. It's like Netflix for consoles, that Game Pass Ultimate. I have a review about it, which I'm going to link up here somewhere. I always forget which side it is. Doesn't matter. So you get the Series S. It's currently below 300 euros or dollars, depending on where you live. I've seen it a couple of times below 300, and you get a controller, and sometimes you get a package with like 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate included in your purchase, and you have like 100 games you can play in those 3 months if you want to, and otherwise you just have to spend like those 18 euros or maybe someday 20 or 25 euros. But you also have the option to just buy your game online and install it on your device if you own it or not. I think it was never the case, even with CDs. Very interesting in that case is, like I mentioned, the price point. The guy or the dude, the woman, whoever comes home and just want to relax and play some games, and maybe you do that on your phone, maybe you do that on your PlayStation, or maybe you do that on your Xbox Series S. And I still believe if one of those consoles, like the PlayStation or Xbox, wouldn't have been available during that time I bought it, which was on launch, both were available on the day I bought it, because I pre-ordered, I don't know. But I switched from PlayStation to Xbox. That's a whole other story. But if none of those were available, I would have gotten the Series S, and I'll bet that I would have still have it today. I see it at my friend's home. It's cool. It's tiny. It doesn't look too big, and I mean, he has his games on it. Like, even he never ran out of disk space, of like hard drive space, like SSD space. He never went out of that. When people claim like, oh, that's just 512 gigabyte or whatever, yeah, how many games do you have installed on your device? There's always the option with the Seagate SSD for external, which I don't think is a good solution. I think they would have done it better with a USB-C plug. But I want to get back to the price point and the Xbox Ultimate. Even the Game Pass Core offers a lot of specific games. You have, I think it's 25 now. I had the Game Pass Core for quite some time. For like a half year or something, I used it because the Game Pass didn't have something which I wanted to play, so I just used the Game Pass Core so I could play some games online. But like I said, the Series S is, even in 2025, maybe the to-go machine for people who play randomly on the couch on a bigger screen. Maybe you don't play all day long, or maybe you just play once every 2 months, and you don't look into like a handheld like the Switch, for example. I'm not trying to convince you to buy one, and I'm not sponsored, and I don't have the reach to be sponsored anyway, and I don't want to be sponsored. I just see the value of this machine, and I think it's a good value. Yeah, you can always get the Series X, you can always get the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is incredibly expensive for a console, especially here in Germany. In the US, it's even cheaper. But here in Germany, it's like I don't know what they were thinking. But it's entirely up to you. I just want to share my thoughts about the Series S. And if you are thinking to get one, I would have gotten one myself if one of the other consoles weren't available, like the Series X in this case. Just let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, this is the moment to do so, or like the video, or do both would be great as well. Whatever you do, feel free to do it, and have a great time gaming.